Okay, I was asked today to talk a little bit about a tithing story that happened to me many years ago. I was probably, I was pretty young. I had just finished working at the hospital. Money was kind of tight. Um, I had prayed quite fervently what to do with tithing, and I kind of got a response back that the Lord would tell me or inspire me what to do with the money. So what happens is I got to thinking if I could just figure this out and know where the Lord wanted me to put this. And he kind of indicated just to me in my own soul, if I just pray about it, I'll know. If I go look, I'll find out where I'm supposed to put that tithing. So I had about $1,000 that I earned, so I had $100, and I thought, wow, $100, I better go give it to somebody. And in the prayer that I was praying first about all this, the answer came back that you should give the money to the widows, the fatherless, the poor, the needy. It's almost a scripture. I looked it up in the Old Testament. There's something very much like that. So I thought, well, I know a widow. So I drove down and I parked in front of the house and I sat there for a while and I thought, it's just not right. This just isn't quite where I need to be. And I wasn't sure. I prayed again and the Spirit kind of said, just go pay your water bill. I thought, well, I got my water bill here. It's in an envelope. I'll just go pay it. So I went down to the city. It's kind of like a few delays or something, and then I finally got to the city and walked in. And as I walked in, I handed the lady there this envelope and said, "Here's my money to pay my water bill." And I said, "Oh, by the way, do you know anybody who needs $100?" And she just kind of looked all stunned, and she looked back at the water guy, and she goes, "Phil needs $100." And I went, "Phil, you need $100?" And he kind of got this sheepish look and he didn't say anything. She goes, "All right, I'll tell this story." So he was walking in, and Phil had had some problems with his knee and had surgeries, and just all kinds of money had gone out of his pocket. And I know he was kind of desperate. I know he was kind of down. But she says he was just walking in here and he got a phone call and he told me all about it. He says that this phone call, they were like bill collectors and they were just, you got to pay us this $100 or else. And he's like, "Man, I paid you thousands of dollars and now you're after 100." And he goes, "Okay, well, I'll try and come up with it." And he's like broke. And he hangs up the phone and he kind of looks up towards God and goes, "Okay, come on, $100? Are you really?" And the lady's telling me this story, and Phil had just barely told her, and so then he walks in, and it wasn't but 5 minutes later I walk in, and I said, "You know anybody who needs $100?" And the lady's just laughing. And so I handed her the $100. I said, "Phil, do you need $100?" And anyway, I handed her the money, and she gave it to Phil, and that was how that tithing got paid.